Problem number 2. The question said which statement about f of x equals x squared plus 16x plus 3 is true. Now, if we look at the statement, with these kind of questions, guys, you usually want to look at your statements first. And then when we looked at these statements, notice all your answer choices say maximum, maximum, minimum, minimum. So really, guys, we need to know what a maximum and what a minimum is, right? So before we do that, let's go ahead and just graph our graphs, and then we'll start looking at the graph we have, okay? So I'm gonna graph this equation. I'm gonna do this using my calculator. F of x equals x squared plus 16x plus 3. Now, I graphed my equation, guys, and let me get a good look at it. I have a quadratic equation. I have a parabola, right? Guys, a maximum and a minimum is the vertex of the parabola. Now, how do you know whether you have a maximum or a minimum? Well, you will have a maximum when your vertex is the highest point. That means it's all the way at the top. Now, you'll have a minimum when your vertex is at the very bottom or all the way down. So now the vertex, guys, on the vertex is the lowest or the highest point of your graph. Now, I clicked it right here. This point that I clicked is my vertex. This point, though, you got to decide, is it the lowest point or is it the highest point? Well, if I look at this graph, this seems to be the lowest point. I can't go any lower than this, right? So this point right here is a minimum. So when I come to my answer choices, I can eliminate A and B. It's a minimum, right? Now it says it has a value of -8 and it has a value of -61. Which one do I choose, guys? Because if you look at your answer, they both have those numbers. Guys, you're going to want to choose your Y value. The Y value is the second number, or the number on the right, the -61. So we say our minimum has a value of -61. That's how you find maximums and minimums, okay? That's all there is to it.